Everyone has a life they can picture. Mine has great lighting, Italian stone walls, and the Pinterest folder that I add to daily is full of Italy-inspired images. And I feel like I look at it the way people might look at a vision board. Almost like if I study it long enough, I'll find my way there. So last week I went downtown and I had to shoot some UGC content, and I was so surprised at how smoothly and how easy it was, even with my kids there. And in some ways it felt a lot easier because with them there, I feel like my focus was on them and not on the people around me. Because usually I'm really self-conscious and I feel like it takes me so long to feel comfortable enough to just move how I need to move to get the shots I need. But with the twins there, like, it was so much fun and it was a lot easier than I thought. So last week I told myself I would come back again this week and try and do it all over again to see if I can continue doing it. I do want to be a little bit more consistent with posting on Instagram because I really miss taking pictures and just producing content. I feel like I'm very rusty at it, and so I kind of want to sharpen my skills and just get better and quicker at doing this. So that's the plan for today. I'm gonna go get the twins, and then I guess the next clip will be of us downtown. We always shoot like across the street just because it's super easy, but I feel like part of how they're in such a good mood all the time is like I let them do their thing. So right now Michael's been really into ants, and so Gigi is his camera crew. His favorite show is Tara Green, so he wants to make a video like Tara Green, and then Gigi is his camera crew, so that's what they're doing. And I'm just gonna wait a little bit and then take them across the street to get my stuff done.
It gets you. It's my butterfly right up front.
So usually I shoot in this because I love the depository and the light, but I don't know if this is too dark. I feel like it is. So this is like always the worst part to me, like having to open the tripod makes me feel so self-conscious, but luckily I have kids. But I think I'm gonna try shooting in this corner just because, hey, the camera's gonna fall if you stand on that. Just because the lighting is so much better on this corner than it was on the other side.
The what?
Okay, so I'm using the Lens Buddy app to do this because you can get like so many photos within like 2 seconds. But honestly, it's like, it's kind of fun.
Hello.
Anyway, I'm just setting up the shot right now, like kind of where I want it. It's not perfect, but it's like, it's gonna have to do. And then I'm just gonna go run over and take a few shots. Who wants to take a picture, Mama?
Oh, me.
Okay, come here.
Ow.
You're gonna do Tara Green. Chris, Gigi, it's Michael's turn. Yeah, when it's recording, you push this button. I feel like I'm running out of time because they're gonna start being fussy. Okay, and then so from here I can see, I have to do this on camera, some of the different shots that I have. So then I just kind of adjust based on the lighting. This is my view of trying to do this. Okay, so they're trying to argue, so we're gonna have to go even faster. I'm gonna try and keep the sun in mind.
It's still recording.
It's still going?
Uh-huh. It's still going. Uh-huh. Mama! I'm gonna check if it's going.
I know what to do.
Mama, it's still going.
Okay, here.
It's not going. Step on that part. Actually, step on this part.
Uh-oh.
Step down here.
Okay, I think we got it.
And then you're okay. Videos of you. Why can't we
So I think we got all the shots that we need for this location. It's getting a bit noisy. They want to go spend their allowance. Is go. And that's all for today.
Boring, 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 B-roll. Marshall, please, I said it first.
Okay, so I think we're done for the day.
Mama, do you like shopping?
I love shopping. It is the next day, and I have my coffee with me. I really love this mug. I love Italy, so I have the Vespa. I have my laptop with notes of how yesterday went because I have a lot I want to talk about. And I think it's important to critique your work, to be honest with yourself if you want to continue learning and growing. And while yesterday I would rate it a 10 out of 10 experience, like going downtown with the twins is always so fun and so rewarding, like as a mom. The actual grading of the content that I took, aesthetic content that I wanted to get, I would grade it a C, like barely passing. But I'm very proud of myself for going and for filming and for creating something that I really have been thinking about for quite a while. So I just want to honestly talk about how yesterday went and just what I would do better next time around. I want to talk about 3 very specific things that I want to learn from. So the first one being that I was shooting for YouTube, but I was not shooting for Instagram. So the whole point of me doing this was to have something to post onto Instagram. While I do have something to post to Instagram, it's not how I would typically go about creating the content. So I feel like because I was so focused on making sure I had footage that was usable for YouTube, that I kind of threw everything that I normally do for Instagram like out the window. So typically when I do content for Instagram, mentally my checklist is, okay, I want a far away shot, I want full body shot, I want close up, and I want a detail. So usually close up is like neck down, and then I want detail of whatever I have with me, like accessories or detail of my clothes, and then I want a video. Well, yesterday I basically only got one full body shot, like the full body portion, and nothing else. The video also was unusable that I had gotten through the app I was shooting with. So I feel like I need to have 2 separate shot lists in mind while I'm going out and creating this type of content, because I had the shot list for YouTube, but I didn't really keep in mind the shot list I have when it comes to creating Instagram content. Second thing that I want to learn from is lighting. I feel like lighting is so important, but the place where I was shooting was better lit than the side of the building that I had shot on previously before, because it was all in the shadows. Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually should have done a test shot like on that side of the building, but it just looked a bit too dark and the front looked better lit. So then I ended up shooting in the front. But in the sunlight, the light was very harsh, and then when I was in the shadow, so those shadows are really hard for me to adjust editing wise because I can't lift those shadows without creating a grainy image. So what I should have done is either move the tripod closer to myself or zoomed in a little bit more to try and retain like some of that detail that was lost in some of that in those images that I took. Next time, I'm definitely going to be more aware of this now because I lived through it and I experienced the consequence of feeling regret of not paying more attention to this type of thing. The next issue, the last issue, is with Lens Buddy, the app. And none of this has to do with the app itself, it's totally user error. But what I had done before I went on the shoot was I had adjusted the setting to prioritize photo rather than video. So because I had adjusted those settings, I feel like the video quality is unusable. Like it's so glitchy and you can hear the camera shutter going off, but it's not in an aesthetic way. It's like very, I don't know, the footage is just very poor quality, glitchy, all of those things, which I didn't know at the time because I didn't think I would need to check that footage. So I think next time I need to make sure I have a pre-shoot checklist and I need to make sure I'm going through the setting and testing out those things, because when I'm in the moment like that, especially with the twins, there's barely any room for me to do more than what I'm already trying to accomplish. So I need to just make sure I am well prepared ahead of time and just go through the motions of making sure the quality is there, that it's set up to the right ratios, in order for me to feel like the shoot was a success. So that's not going to happen again, and I'm going to make sure at the next location I have myself prepared for that. But you know, the next thing that it's not really a main issue, but it's something I noticed, those pictures that I had taken, there is nothing really special happening within those images. There's no moment that's being captured. There's nothing that would make anybody want to stop and pause and look a little bit longer. It's just a girl standing in front of a building. When I'm looking at all those pictures, I'm like, oh, I wish I had like brought a prop or something so that I could tell a little bit of a story, like captured a little bit of a moment, but I didn't have that in these images. Next time, I think I really want to focus on creating more of that moment instead of it just being me posing in front of a building. So those are a few things that I learned from yesterday's content shoot that I want to improve upon on the next shoot. Next week, I'm going to have a new location. I'm going to have my shot list for both media channels in mind. And I'm going to make sure I walk through that pre-shoot checklist and try to have a moment to capture on camera. And so that is what I plan to do next week for, our little photo I don't know what to call this. I'm calling it the Curated Heist because I feel like as a mother, creating content sometimes feels like you're stealing time, you're stealing your dream. It's exciting to me. My favorite movie is Ocean's 11, so I wanted to incorporate an interest into something I'm pursuing. And so I feel like this would be a really fun way to do that. And so I kind of just want to walk you through how I'm going to start finding my own way into my dream life. But that is all that I have for today, and I'll see you next week.
Boring, 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 B-roll. Why do I said it first? It's that my butterfly kind of friend, but her name is and her name is Rocky. Okay, so it says Rocky, and this is a lost shoe. The mystery of the lost shoe. Say hi. Hey, say hi, Mikey. Hi. And this is my mom.
I'm gonna take pictures today.
Take a picture of the tree up there. And these are my flowers. Take a picture of up there. And that's her. This is me. And I'll record too. I'll record.